Hey everyone, this is Angie. Today is Quick and Easy Day, and I have a really cute matchbook treat holder today. Look how cheerful this is. I love this. I couldn't wait to use these dies because they're so cute. All the little candies and stuff on here. And it's a super simple one. I've made these all different sizes, y'all. This one is actually 6 inches. And it is 3 inches wide, so it's 3 by 6, but look how fun this is. This would be a great classroom project or a stocking stuffer. But in it I have the Andes mints, and these are actually ones I got at Christmas, not this one. This one's just the regular ones, but you can use the regular too. These are cherry flavored, but these are peppermint cream, and they were so good, y'all. But they have these at the Dollar Tree, and they had them last year. I got a bunch of them. And yeah, my grandkids like peppermint and chocolate, so yeah, I got a bunch of those. But this is the one I'm sharing today, but look how sweet the candies are, and the little lollipop and the little gumdrops here. And then I added this little holly and berries on it, and I love that it's just an untraditional color. This is Pretty in Pink that I'm using. So let's get started with this. For those of you who are new, my name's Angie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I post on Tuesdays and Sundays. Tuesday is always Quick and Easy Day, and then Sunday is a little bit more challenging, but they're really easy. And I share step-by-step instructions for that. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and do all the things that will help my channel. All right, let's get started with this. So you are going to use, like I said, Pretty in Pink. This is 7 by 6. And then this piece is to mat. It's 2 3/8 by 5 7/8, and one that's 7/8 by 5 7/8. And those are all the measurements, y'all. I have an inspiration sheet on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. And you just can go there, download it, and print it. So it has all the measurements and supplies needed. The stamp sets I'm using for this is the Gingerbread Man. I'm actually not using the stamp set. I'm just using the dies from this. So this is the die set. If you haven't seen this one yet, oh my goodness, y'all. This is where all the candy comes from. This you can make a card out of. I've shown the card before that I created with it. There's bows, there's little scarf, there's a hat to dress him up, a candy cane, and all these pieces that I'm using right here. They're on my little magnetic holder, which is in the description. I love this thing. So those are all the pieces. I already cut everything out, but there's a little mug here as well. These little squiggles, I want to call them, to dress up the gingerbread. And yeah, there's so much in here. And then I am using the Keeping Traditions. And I'm using this for the sentiments. So I'm using the cheer, the fa la la la, and I am also using the joy. And I'm also using the holly and the berries. I'm just punching out with a little punch. All right, so that's everything. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and stamp first because we need to get our sentiments ready here. Let me grab my mat. Let me get the straight edge so I can put them on the straight edge. And we are just using some VersaFine Clear for this, black. All right, open up. And we're going to stamp the joy. These all were already conditioned, y'all. I don't know if I showed that with this stamp set. I think I might have. And we're just going to do the edge so that one's easier. And then I'll just do the cheer on the other side. And then we're going to stamp the little holly. You do have to fussy cut these, but it's really easy fussy cutting. If you have scan and cut and you want to do a bunch of these, just use your scan and cut. That's what I'll do if I'm going to do more of them. So I'm using the lemon lime twist for that because that's what I'm using for the little gumdrops that I'm using. And we are just going to cut these. And I'm just going to hand cut them here. I'm surprised my dog's not barking because there's a dog barking outside. She barks every time another dog barks. She is definitely a barker. She is a good watchdog. I don't know, I've said that a lot, I think. She really is. Alright, so there's the fa la la and the chair. Y'all, I just want to update you. It's just a couple weeks and I will be going to see my grandson play hockey. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm counting the days now. And yeah, I can't wait to see him play live. I've been watching him on a app, but it's not the same. It's just not the same as being there in person to cheer him on. So I'm super excited to see him. It's been, how long? It's over a month that he's been gone. And then it's going to be a longer span till I see him because he won't be home until Christmas. So I don't know if I'll go in between or not. If my kids go, I usually will try to go with them. Alright, so I'm just fussy cutting these out. And they're super easy to fussy cut. I like to leave a little bit of a white border around them. But you bet I would be using my scan and cut for this. I love that scan and cut. I don't know how many of you have one, but they are so awesome to have. I also have the one I have linked in there. I have questions every once in a while of which one I got, and I just linked it in the description. All right, everything's ready to go. Let's go ahead and punch out our berries while we're at it. So we have that all ready to go. So I'm just gonna punch 3 little berries here. I'm gonna add a little bit of detail to the gumdrops and the berries. But yeah, it's a fun one. I really like this one. Okay, let's score this piece. And we are going to score on the 7-inch side only. And we're going to score it at 1, 4, and 4.5. And that's it, y'all. This is a great one to get your grandkids to help with. Alright, so we are going to just sharpen the score marks here. And let's see, I have some mini Ghirardellis here. And let's see, how many can we fit on here? If you really scrunch them, you might be able to fit 4, but we're going to do 3. Let's try the big ones. I have those here too, because I wanted to see how many we could fit. I think I'd put them that way and just put 2 in there, because I think it's going to be not enough room for 3. Alright, so I always put a little tear and tape here. Not tear and tape, but seal. And we're going to just see if we can get these kind of centered. Alright, so now I'm going to staple this, and I am using the Stampin' Up one. I still have this one. These are like mini staplers, and you're just going to staple at the very bottom. But you can find these at like Walmart or anything like that. But I just still have that from then. Alright, let's go ahead and mat this. I'm going to go ahead and use my wet glue here. And you're just going to cover that little staple there. If you're worried about the staple showing on here, you could just map this back piece. But I don't worry about that part because I think it's pretty safe. All right, and we're going to do, this is our designer series paper, and it is the 2024 to 26 in colors. And again, this is the Pretty in Pink. All right, and then this will just tuck inside here. And it stays closed really nice nice. But I love this size. All right, so let's go ahead and add our pieces here. Let's put together here. Let's grab all our other pieces here and put these together. So we have the red one here. We have all the little gumdrops we're using. And I used the opposite side of this because I thought it was just not enough of that pretty and pink, just putting on that one. So we're using the larger one here, and we're going to glue that on the lollipop. You can do it either way. Let's put that on here. These are so cute. And then this one is going to go on here. And let's go ahead and put our little detail. I'm using my Jelly Roll pen, and we're going to put a little bit of detail in these gumdrops. So I'm just going to put some like little dots here, and I'll show you up a little bit closer just to make them look a little bit more like a gumdrop. You can stamp these, but I didn't want to stamp them. If I had more time and this wasn't quick and easy, I might emboss them with the white little dots because they do show the dots when you stamp it. So on here, if you stamp these, they have these little dots on it, and I'm just replicating that on these. And I can see it really good, but you probably can't see it in the video here, but it does add a little bit of detail to it. All right, so let me show you this one. See if you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. But I just put those little tiny dots, and then on the berries, I'm just putting a little curve here, like you'll see on a berry. I didn't want to use the black though, because I didn't want to take away from the softness of this. All right. Where's my, oh, here's my other berry. It's like, where's my other berry? I caught on my finger. I'll like scoot this all out of the way and let's decorate this. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little lollipop down. And we are going to put this right here. Isn't that cute? And then we'll put the, let's put the joy on next. Put that over here. You can just arrange it how you like it. I am popping this up. I did pop this one up too, y'all. I just forgot about it. So we're going to pop this one up here. It's going to go right here. And then we'll put our fa la la la. Going this way. And let's put our little, I want to call, y'all, you know how I am. If I say ivy, you know what I mean. I am just like always messing up that. I'm always saying ivy for some reason. All right, we're just going to pop these up too. Put one here. But I do mean holly. And this one will go this way. And then we're going to grab our little berries. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. And we're going to put the berries on here. Y'all, my hand's shaking because I burnt myself this morning on my iron. And oh my gosh, it's on my forearm. And oh, it still really hurts. It looks like it might be like a 2nd degree burn. It was, I make myself so mad because it was like a dumb accident. But yeah, it's still hurting. All right, so let's put the cheer on here now. Let's turn that one this way. Make it a little bit more interesting. And then we're going to pop up some of our little candies, gumdrops. So we're going to put one here. Y'all, you can put the gumdrops all along here if you want. I just liked it. I did that at first, but I liked it better just flat. So we're going to put this one. Scoot that out of the way. I'm just popping up the green one and the larger one, and then I just glue down that one right there. These are so cute. And then we're going to do the other one. This one I'm just going to pop up the center one, and these two we are going to glue down. And I like to just kind of make them more whimsical, not just straight across. And this one's going to go in the middle. And there you go, all done. Isn't it cute? I really love this one. It just looks like Candyland or something to me. But yeah, it's so fun. I hope you like this one. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. And if you like this video, there's another one linked right up here somewhere. And just check that out. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.